Well, good afternoon, everybody. Stop that laughing over there. Come on, this is serious business. Come on. All right, welcome, everybody, to the awards presentation for the Applied Liberal Arts and Sciences Division. I'm Scott Giltner. I'm professor of history, and I have the privilege of serving as the chair of the ALAS Division. And I'm excited to welcome you all to our end-of-the-year awards. As you all know, and I'm sure you've heard several times in other assemblies recently, it's been a long year, and it's been in some ways a difficult year. But one of the kind of constancies of academic life is that nothing stops academic achievement. So these awards and the fact that they are taking place despite how tough this year has been is a testament to our students' hard work and the whole community's perseverance during this special challenge we've had. So I'm pleased you could all make it. And I'm going to go ahead and kick things off. And it's my pleasure to present the History Awards, Dr. Patrick Hodl, Professor of History and Sperry Chair of the Humanities.
Thank you very much, and thank you for attending. Very much appreciate that support. Let me begin by presenting the Frank T. Edgar Award. And Frank T. Edgar was a professor here of many years, a scholar in 17th century English history. And this award goes to the student with the highest GPA. And this year the award goes to, pause, I know what the answer is, but I'm going to pause just for dramatic effect, Erica Lunt. So congratulations, Erica. She may not be here, all right? We will see that that goes to her. Next, let me give you the list of the inductees into the Phi Alpha Theta History Honor Society. And if they are present, if they could just please stand, would be good. Sebastian Rhodes, Lucas Brittenstein, Naomi Mosley, and Cody Jones. Not here, but we wish them well even if they're not here, right? So congratulations to them. All right. And then we have some history graduates as well. We would like to recognize them. If they are present, we actually have a copy of Herodotus that we give to all our graduating seniors. So if you are present, make sure that after we're finished with the ceremonies, you come up and we give you your copy. The senior history graduates for this year, and I know a number of them are currently student teaching, so they probably won't be here. Brandy Colbert, Anise Coopwood, Bryden Hausdorff, Paul Gerardo, Timothy Leahy, Erica Lunt, Anna Matthews, Jonathan Myers, and Jake Solitz. So if you'd give them also a hand, even if they're not present. Very good. Thank you. And now let me turn the mic over to Dr. Chad DeWard of Political Science Department.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome. So today, a bittersweet moment for me to recognize the imminent graduation of 4 political science majors, Jarkevin Clark, or more commonly known as JC, Webb Dobbins, Erica Lunt, and Naomi Mosley. For the last 4 years, we've toiled and rejoiced and charted a path for them, and now we're releasing them upon the world, and I think they're in good shape to compete effectively, and I'm so very happy for them, but I'll miss them as well. As a small token of my affection for them, I've decided to buy them lunch. I'll track them down. I don't see them right now. Hopefully, our paths will cross in the next few days. I'm sure they will, if not tomorrow or Thursday, then at graduation. I also would like to present the Excellence in Political Science Award. And this year we have 2 winners, Erica Lunt and Naomi Mosley. This plaque will proudly hold their names in perpetuity. I wish they were here right now to take a look at this, but rest assured, Erica Lunt and Naomi Mosley will be emblazoned on this plaque. So if you happen to see them, you might pass that along. Next we have Religion and Philosophy, and I'd like to turn the podium over to Dr. Walsh.
So I'll be giving out the John B. Alexander Academic Award, and the trophy was established in 1961 by the Christopher Club in honor of Dr. John B. Alexander, a longtime professor here. The trophy is to have the name of the recipient engraved upon it, and this year the recipient is Annika Gillette. I do not see Annika. I know we talked about this. Annika is actually attending Phillips Theological Seminary next semester. She plans on going on in ministry and being a college chaplain. She served as a chaplain intern even during the pandemic, which was kind of amazing. And now it is time for me to turn this over to Dr. Novaric. And before Dr. K comes up, I just want to say that she does a marvelous job of walking to New Orleans.
I expected some singing with that late. All right. So this is the first time we're doing the award certificates for the child advocacy studies, and usually we just do something small in class, but we really felt that this was a big deal, what you guys are achieving with this. And so just a couple of words about the child advocacy studies, and then we'll bring people up, and then I'll say a little bit more. But these students have met the national requirements. It started with the Gunderson Institute, now it's housed in the Zero Abuse Project. And then I've also infused curriculum from the National Child Traumatic Stress Network. So this is a big deal, and I'm excited to be able to share this with you during our department awards. So, and wow, the sheer size. So Sailor Gingebucker, come on up. She's here, Hayden James. Brendan Davis, I know he wasn't able to come today. And then a huge thanks to Dr. Holt and Dr. Stiles, who are always there helping with everything. Julianne Baltimore, Hannah Behan, Aaron Brooks, Taryn Brown, Ryan Dooley, Alyssa Gargis, Poetry Green, Mackenzie Hall, and go ahead and line up behind me here. Allison Long, Cheyenne Perryman, Kendall Pritchett, Neely Whitehart, Danica Wiseman, Allie Frazier, Cheyenne Grissom, Claire Hemmenberger, Peyton Holder, Rhiannon Hyde, Drew Peterson, Mackenzie Phillips, Caitlin Haynes, Jillian Scholes, AJ Seward, Nicole Seeker, who I know is not able to be here, and then Tristan Sutker. All right. And Dr. Stiles will continue to hand those out. So, but just want to brag on these folks. First of all, in the advocacy program working with children, can you guess the first rule? Show up, right? So I'm glad that so many of you were able to make it here today. It was so funny, just a couple of days I saw on my Facebook feed that 4 years ago, when our first group had finally finished the 3 courses, because it was sort of put together, it wasn't the full program or anything, we had 4. And this year we have 28 finishing, graduates who are finishing in this. It's a minor, but it's more than that. These are the ones who were able to sit with these stories, these simulations that we did that are really, really tough. They learned about childhood trauma, the impact across the lifespan, and we did cases that ranged from physical abuse to sexual abuse to neglect, and they were always volunteering to jump in there, do these stories, even though I know I've ruined quite a few things for them, such as baby dolls and lollipops and things they will never be able to look at the same way. So I just want to brag on them. The other thing I think that's really important about this is in the short time that we've had this going, using this curriculum, we've had a lot of feedback from employers and from graduate school faculty wondering how they got this training, because they can't even get this kind of training for their employees and for their students. And so they come in very well prepared to be sitting around the table not only fully participating, but sometimes leading those discussions, and that's what we love to see, feeling like they're very prepared for that. So a huge thanks to all of them. And for all the support. I know Dr. Stiles and Dr. Holt was on board when I first said, hey, can we do this? And went to Doc Shelley, and she said, sure. So it's been a wonderful experience for me to see you guys grow and then to see what you continue to do. I'm trying to keep saying some nice things because we still have some awards being given out. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, they are out of order. So, yeah, while we're finishing that, we probably have a couple of minutes. Anybody want to, like, 2 or 3 words? I'm putting you on the spot, right? She's got about 3 or 4 more going. One of you can stand. 2 or 3 words. They can't do it.
2 or 3 words, or just like
about this?
Yes.
I mean, it was, well, for me, it was the only reason I stayed in Culver. I was going to leave, and then I thought this was a great opportunity. I've learned so much from it. It's what got me the job I have right now.
Excellent. Thank you. I really didn't pay him to say that either. All right. We got everybody? Dr. Stiles?
I'm working, they decided to come on
Okay. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I can take about
We'll get it. Yeah, we'll get that afterwards. Oops. Think she's gonna get a picture of y'all? I'd also say they did this during COVID, and so some of the, what most of the students consider the fun aspects, which we usually get to go do a mock house. We work with UMSL, and unfortunately we weren't able to do that. I don't think anybody in this group, oh wait, Hayden, you did the in-person? We have a couple of people who maybe did the in-person, but most of us had to do that online. And playing with kids in the early childhood, we didn't get to do that in this last year, but they made it happen, and so I'm so proud of all of you. So give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. All right, and I will turn it over to Kay Dyer for the Spanish Awards.
Wow, thank goodness for the psychology department. They really filled the house.
They're not just, we got education, CJ, health sciences. I think I've forgotten a couple of, nursing.
That's awesome. I love that cross-curricular stuff. Good afternoon, Culver-Stockton community. I'm very proud to be a part of you. You, my students, my colleagues, and Culver family have been very resilient and uplifting in the adventure that has been this year. First, I have the honor of recognizing those who completed minors this year in Spanish: Abby Connor, Haley Frudiger, Mark Jango, Megan Johnson, Taylor Lambert, and Aiden McGuire. Thank you for taking time to learn another language. Global understanding is more important than ever. You're amazing. Please imagine hundreds of people clapping out there on the people watching at home. Next, it's my honor to present the 2012 Outstanding Spanish students, Emma Roseberry and Austin Schumer. I'd like to ask them to come up. Emma and Austin were in a class that was fantastic, but they are uber fantastic. Nothing stopped them. Not the pandemic, not the inadvertent obstacles that I put in their way. If Canvas said to do page 900, they did 90 like I meant. They like to speak Spanish. I don't know why everybody doesn't. And they were always diplomatic about my mistakes. One time, this is the best time, Austin emailed me to tell me that he thought maybe all the answers on the quiz were A. Oops. Who knew there was a button to make all answers A? Why would anyone want that? Seriously. Now, Austin did think that one answer was B, and he had the courage and the conviction to select it. I did not give him credit for that one. Emma and Austin always chose to contribute to class by being themselves in a genuine way that lifted others. They chose to learn, not just to check off the boxes. As Dumbledore says, it's our choices, Emma and Austin, that show what we truly are. Well, he might have said Harry, but we know who he meant. I'd like to give them their own personal copies of Harry Potter y el Prisionero de Azkaban, and, of course, their outstanding student certificates. Let me just make sure I have the right ones. Yes, there we go. There we go. De nada, gracias a ti. Please imagine hundreds of people clapping at home, and let us. Thank you so much, both of you.
All right, well, this concludes approximately half of the ALAS Division Awards. If you are interested, the math and science faculty have their awards over in Delaney, over in third floor Henderson. They have a slightly different setup for their ceremony than we do, so we put it in two different locations. So I would encourage you to head over there if you're able. In either case, I would like you to join me one more time in congratulating all of our honorees. We are extremely proud of their achievements despite all the challenges this year. Their achievement could not be stopped, and certainly when our graduates head out into the world after this weekend, they won't be stopped from accomplishing their dreams and changing the world. So thank you all again for joining us, and take care.